The present simple. Often, we are told that this tense is used to talk about activities that we do regularly. However, there is more to this tense than just regular activities. Want to find out? Stay tuned because that's what we will talk about in this video. But before that, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more English lessons. Now, back to our lesson. In this video, I will not talk about the forms of the present simple, though I can show it to you in the example sentences. This lesson will only focus on the 5 functions of the present simple. Let's begin with the function that most students know. The basic use of the present simple tense is when you talk about truths. It can be habitual truths where we often use adverbs of frequency. For example, I teach English every day. Notice that what I said was true in the past, true now, and will still be true in the future. It's not only now that I teach English. I also taught English in the past, and I will still teach English tomorrow. And if lucky and I get more students, I will still teach English for a long time. It can also be about unchanging truths. For example, the sun rises in the east. Another is permanent truths, things that are not temporary for us. For example, I live in the Philippines. It means this is my home country. I'm a native-born Filipino. Let's go to the next function. We can also use the present simple to describe our feelings, like I feel happy, or to express our thoughts, like I remember him, or I agree with her, or I apologize for the delay. And we can also talk about what our senses experience, such as I feel cold. It is good to know that some of these verbs are called stative verbs or non-progressive verbs because we do not use them in their ing form even if what we are saying is just now. The third function is for giving directions or instructions. In this case, we often don't use any subject but just use the imperative or command form of the sentence. The subject is a hidden you. For example, when we give directions to somebody, we say, go straight and then turn left. Fourth function, we can also use the present simple as a narrative and descriptive tool. Meaning, we use it when we tell stories or when we describe people, things, and other stuff. My wife is very beautiful. Don't you agree? That's a really nice example, isn't it? This fourth function is also sometimes used in news headlines. For example, we can hear some reporters say, "The president welcomes the professional athletes." This is also the function that we hear from sports commentators or when somebody tells a story or a joke. Of course, there are other tenses that we use in telling stories. But when the present simple is used, usually it is to talk about the sequence of actions. Like, I was walking in the park when suddenly a strange man comes to me, grabs my shirt, and cries for help. The fifth and last function is when we talk about a timetable for the future. The form of the sentence is present simple, but with a future time expression. We often use this when we talk about class or work schedules, flight or trip schedules, and even movie schedules. But we use this with a future meaning. For example, we say, the movie starts in 15 minutes, or my flight leaves tomorrow morning. Only a few verbs are used in this way. Some of them are open and close, arrive and leave, start and finish, come and return, and begin and end. 5 simple functions: truths, mind, emotion, and senses, giving directions or instructions, narrating and describing, and talking about future schedules. The language becomes much easier when you know when and how to use it. I hope you can now confidently say, the present simple is really simple.